The movie The Rainmaker is a big Hollywood hit. It's about a young lawyer who wins the case of a lifetime. We'll show you a real Rainmaker. That's coming up in our Real Law Story.
Very simple. There's a lot of lawyers out there. It's a marketplace. It's a competition. What they don't teach you in law school can get you hurt.
In the new movie The Rainmaker, a young attorney quickly learns he's ill-prepared for the real practice of law. But in no time, he becomes a rainmaker. That is to say, a lawyer who wins big verdicts or brings a lot of clients to a law firm to help it make money. Sound too good to be true? Helen Nukatis takes a look at the real thing in this segment of Real Law.
Are you a lawyer?
Well, I just passed the bar, and these are my clients. Mr. Stone filed this on my behalf until I passed the bar.
Well, you got a hell of a lot of nerve walking into my courtroom without a license. Now get the hell out of here, get your license, and then you come back.
In The Rainmaker, Rudy Baylor, a young lawyer played by Matt Damon, finds out fast what he didn't learn in law school.
Action!
In one of his first cases, Baylor represents the family of a teenager who dies of leukemia after an insurance company refuses to pay for a potentially life-saving bone marrow transplant.
Basically, he's totally outgunned. The only thing he has going for him is that he feels he's right.
I hope you are astonished at the lengths to which a wealthy insurance company will go to take money from a low-income family and then keep it.
Baylor prevails, winning a $50 million verdict.
This is a story of chivalry. Rudy is a knight. He's Parzival. He is the young man who wants to prove himself.
The story of Rudy Baylor is fiction, but the story of this Rainmaker, Chicago lawyer Kenneth Moll, is real.
Good. I can actually get this done.
A year out of law school, he represented 5-year-old Anthony Nuzzo, who suffered severe seizures after being given a vaccine.
What we did was we brought the child into the courtroom. We were aware that the judge in that matter had not seen a child's reaction to DPT vaccine.
Moll won a $4.5 million award, a nation high for that type of claim.
When it came back and the verdict was announced, there was great surprise and shock throughout the firm.
In the movie, the young lawyer becomes disillusioned after his first big court case, and he takes time off from practicing law. Well, that's when Hollywood's version of a young Rainmaker and Kenneth Moll part paths. Moll's legal victory led to media interviews. Then the rain began to fall. News of Moll's verdict helped bring in 150 more vaccine cases into the firm where he worked. Then Moll got another type of case, a type untested in courts, a type many lawyers had rejected, silicone breast implants.
Actually, when the first client called me, I spent a weekend down at the medical library and looking through medical articles and found out that this had occurred before in Japan.
By the time the FDA halted sales of silicone implants in 1992, Moll was considered an expert. More media attention came, so did more cases. Moll is now representing about 750 women.
He gave me hope where there was none.
In law school, Rudy, they don't teach you what you need to know. It's all theories and lofty notions and big fat ethics books.
What's wrong with ethics?
Nothing, I guess.
In the movie, Rudy Baylor loses his law school innocence and learns the ropes.
Good afternoon, Mr. Van Landel. Do you have a lawyer? No. Good.
A hard lesson comes when he learns the head of his law firm is a criminal.
Jury tampering, tax evasion, money laundering, you name it. You better watch your back.
In 1993, a partner in Ken Moll's firm, Anthony Colantoni, was indicted for defrauding clients. And Moll himself was sued by partners in his former firm who claimed he secretly kept referral money involving one client that should have gone to the firm. It's a claim Moll denies.
Sometimes you're going to have an ugly divorce where one of the partners doesn't like the split up, so they will go after money.
The case was settled for $40,000. And as for Ken Moll now...
Ken Moll is with us. You were here on another show.
Just this week, he appeared on the Jenny Jones Show to talk about the diet drug Fen-Phen. Moll is representing about 500 clients who use the drug. Among his other clients, more than 1,000 smokers suing the tobacco industry. And one more thing, the 36-year-old lawyer now has a law firm of his own. Helen Nukatis, Primetime Justice.
Now, that's what I call a real Rainmaker, a great book. I'm sure it's a terrific movie. And another John Grisham-inspired movie coming out February 6th called The Gingerbread Man. The first one not based on a Grisham book, but rather a long-dormant screenplay, as I understand it. We'll do a real law on that one as well. That's our program for now. Coming up next, Cochran & Company.